Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that I love hustling. I'll be the first person to admit I do. I love hustling, I love swindling, I love everything about it. There's some people that feel bad, about doing it. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that really, it's like a rush for me. I mean, it's like a heroin addiction or something. It's like, I'm something that I really like a lot. But what I also get equal enjoyment out of is actually getting hustled. Because I know the kind of the time and the planning that would have to go to hustle me. Now, I'll give you a good example of it. Recently, I got hustled very badly. Right there. Yeah. and all the guys in the room that have their wives with them, because they're like, yeah, marriage, woo, love it. So my wife and I actually just got back from our honeymoon. We went to Bogota, Colombia. Beautiful over there if you've never been. Now, when traveling internationally, there's two golden rules one must follow. Number one is that you want to exchange your money for local currency, because a lot of those countries, they like to barter. But sir, if you do this, don't go to the banks, don't go to the airports. That's where all the suckers go. You want to go right to the street. That gets you the best exchange rate. No, you want to go right to the streets like I did. So, yeah, it's good. This isn't performance energy. So, the next thing that you want to do is you want to be able to speak the language. Very important. Now, fortunately, yo hablo español muy bien. I speak very good Spanish. But my wife, not so much. So she got one of those $300 like Rosetta Stone tapes, to learn to speak Spanish. And when we finished exchanging money, she had to use the restroom. She saw a guy walking down the street. She now wants to practice. And she says, and I quote, "Excuse me, sir, ¿dónde está el baño?" Baño? Are you serious? It's like, white chick from California Spanish. I mean, is there like a 5-year-old in the world doesn't know it's baño? ¿Dónde está el baño? It's like the first thing you can learn. It's like $300 flush right down the baño. But the guy was cool about it, right? He was funny. He goes, oh, baño, really? It's never been to Bogota, like first time in Bogota? Now, I know from my own personal experience, when somebody asks you if it is your first time being somewhere, it is never the right answer to say yes. Nothing positive. Yeah, she's nodding. Nothing positive comes out of this. So my wife, she goes, yeah, it is. And we're looking for like the Bogota experience. And the guy goes, I can help you out with that. And he pulled out a gun and he robbed us right in the middle of daylight, right? Different rules over there. Now, fortunately, I've got an accurate physical description of the man. I'll show you exactly what he looked like. He looked like this. Now, I might not be a rocket scientist myself, but I know when I'm in Bogota, I see a guy wearing a ski mask, waving a gun. He's not the guy to ask where the nearest bathroom facilities are. Now, yeah, I'm telling you, it's like scary looking at this. But my wife, in her defense, got confused. She thought he was one of these luchadors. Like one of those masked wrestlers. Like he's some kind of street performer in Bogota. She's literally taking selfies of me, her, and the bandit as a gun is to my head. I'm like this. You look on Facebook, you'll find something like our Christmas cards this year. But in her defense, this guy, he wasn't like the smartest criminal I'd ever had to contend with. I say that because he didn't even have a bag to put the goods in. Instead, he had to take off his ski mask and put everything inside. And besides that, he seemed very nervous to me. Like his gun, it was like, shaking like this, and like water was squirting everywhere. And so I offered him my handkerchief. I thought a white silk handkerchief would come in handy later when the police found him. He took the handkerchief and he placed it into the mask. And he goes, all right, let's get down to business. First, I want all of your cash. And so we had to give him all 500 pesos. It's about $1.29 to me and you. He took the money and he placed that into the mask. He says, while we're at it, just give me your watch. I said, my watch, but, I stole this from somebody I really respect. All right, memory man, whose watch is this that I stole?
All I know is it's not mine.
Richard Pryor's, if you're paying attention to the intro. Took Richard Pryor's watch, placed it into the ski mask like that, and then finally he asked for my ring. I said, my ring, forget about it. This is my United States Trick Shot Championship of Pool ring. This ring has a lot of sentimental value. He goes, I don't want that piece of tin, I want your wedding ring. Oh, why didn't you just say so in the first place? the wedding ring. And my wife did that really neat trick, ladies, where they make the ring like 3 times too small. And I don't know how she expects me to take this off when I go out of town. So he took the ring and he placed it into the mask. And with that, he vanished into the night just like my bachelorhood. What he didn't realize is he was robbing a con man, a swindler, and a hustler. When he reached into the bag, he realized that the entire bag was empty. But more importantly than that, the money had returned into my wallet. The watch was on my wrist. The ring was on my finger, and the handkerchief safely in my pocket. Give that guy a reason to use the Beano. And as she always said, don't drink the agua.